My name is Riku Adachi. I run a small cafe in a suburban city. It was around 10 p.m. I had just finished cleaning after closing down the shop. Huh? Miss Yamaguchi? Her name is Sakura Yamaguchi, and she works for me as a part-timer.
Mr. Adachi, I'm so sorry. I know the store is closed, but...
What are you doing here so late? You didn't forget anything, did you?
I fought with my parents, and I just ran out.
What? You ran away from home? She told me the details about the fight with her parents. Apparently, her parents' business ended up failing, and they told her to quit her studies in order to start working and support the family. So, that's what happened. That's a pretty serious issue.
Mr. Adachi, could you please let me stay for the night?
What? What? What immediately crossed my mind at that moment was child abduction. I'll explain for the men out there whose bottom halves get excited by the thought of a runaway girl asking, "Let me stay the night." In the case of a minor, even if they strongly desire to, or even if the action is done solely as an act of kindness, letting them stay the night without the approval of their guardian will be deemed as an abduction. That's still the case even if the child was running away from abusive parents. There's a lot of articles out there where people have been arrested for knowingly letting underage runaways stay at their houses. I'm sorry, but I'm afraid I can't do that. Miss Yamaguchi, you're underage, right? Letting someone underage stay here is going to cause a lot of issues.
But that's only for 18 and under, right? I turned 19 a couple days ago. Are there still any issues?
I see. So, she's 19. Well, I guess if she's a 19-year-old runaway, I suppose there's no need for guardian approval.
I don't care about those type of societal rules. Mr. Adachi, are you going to let me stay or not? If you aren't, I'll go ask somebody else!
Miss Yamaguchi! I'm sorry for raising my voice. What do you mean you're going to ask somebody else? I mean, I would assume that if you had friends to ask, you wouldn't be asking the owner of your part-time job for a place to stay. Are you planning to ask around online? Sorry that I'm not the type of person who immediately responds with, "Yes, I'll let you stay." But I'm also not the type of person who will turn a blind eye to the issues of someone who always helps me out. If you were to ask around online, a lot of predatory guys would be eager to let a girl like you stay the night. They'd gladly offer you food and a roof over your head. But most of the guys would also look for a physical relationship in return.
But there's a lot of girls out there who do that kind of thing. And the people who let others stay with aren't all like that.
Are you sure about that? A lot of people assume it's a mutual understanding without saying it clearly. And people who promise not to lay a hand aren't always trustworthy. There's a possibility that they like forcing themselves on girls who feel safe after lying to them that nothing's gonna happen. There's countless girls out there who've been caught up in crimes like these. You might say that you can take responsibilities over your own actions because you're 19, but I'll warn anyone of any age. The types of people who respond to those kinds of posts on the internet aren't the best of the bunch.
But then where should I go? I left my parents' place because I couldn't stay, and no kind person is willing to save me. If it's only weird people who are going to help me, what am I supposed to do?
If you really don't want to go home, I'll arrange something so that you can stay here for the night. But I'll have to talk to your parents to let them know and get their approval before I can let you stay. This is my first time trying to convince someone of something like this, so no promises that it'll go well. But I'll do my best to convince them to give you a night to think things through.
Mr. Adachi?
I got her parents' number and proceeded to call her house. Hello. Apologies for the call so late at night. I had a feeling that her parents would be the type to understand if things were explained well. From our conversations while she worked at the cafe, I had a feeling that she truly didn't hate her parents. Yes, Yes, of course. I'll let her know to be back home tomorrow by noon at the latest. Her parents were extremely worried about her and said that them asking her to quit her studies was in the heat of the moment and wasn't what they truly meant. Miss Yamaguchi, they said it's fine to stay the night.
Thank you so much. It's my first time coming to your home right above the cafe.
Hey, it's my first time bringing someone up here too.
What? Don't you have a girlfriend? Or even friends?
Sure. Before you're hurting adults' feelings anymore, just go to sleep, all right? You can use the sofa over here.
I like you, Mr. Adachi. I fell for you even harder with everything that's happened today.
Oh, okay. Thanks for thinking of me that way.
I'm not saying this because I thought I owed it to you. I truly, really like you, and that's why I came to you today. I would do anything for you. I really would do anything.
Anything, all right?
Huh?
Unfortunately, I'm not the type to take advantage of girls who are in tough situations. Especially if it's someone who I want to watch over. I'll be downstairs in the shop preparing for tomorrow. If you need anything, come let me know. Well, good night.
Good night.
Wow, I was great! I definitely dealt with that situation perfectly. The next day, I took Miss Yamaguchi home. She calmly interacted with her parents, and her parents deeply apologized to me. But a few days later, Miss Yamaguchi told me that she wanted to quit working part-time. What? You want to quit?
Yes, my parents told me that I truly didn't have to quit my studies. But I thought that since I didn't really have a reason for attending college, paying the tuition was pretty much a waste.
I see. Wow, that's too bad. You were great at your job, so it's going to be hard finding a replacement. Especially since I've been having zero success with the search for full-time employees at the cafe.
Mr. Adachi.
Oh no, I'm so sorry. This is making it hard for you to quit. Sorry about that. You really don't need to worry though. I was just talking to myself.
Can I apply for that full-time position?
Huh? Really?
Can I also apply to be your girlfriend?
What? Are you serious?
And I want to eventually become your wife. And I'll present ideas and map out a plan where we can run the cafe together, husband and wife.
That's a pretty amazing vision you have. Just like that, Sakura became the well-loved cafe owner's wife who's indispensable to me in the shop. Even today, I think back to that day and I am so glad that I was able to take care of Sakura the way I did.
Today's story was so heartwarming. Have any of you run away from home before? I personally never have, but when I watch the news, I sometimes see cases where people are abducted after meeting up with someone they met online. Please stay safe and make sure you never find yourself in such a situation. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. Make sure to subscribe and click the bell for notifications. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. Make sure to subscribe and click the bell for notifications.